Well, dream vacations, they're different for every traveler. The destination might be one state over or maybe a country on the other side of the world. One survey shows, though, 7 out of 10 Americans have not taken their dream vacation because they just think it's too expensive. Here to talk about bringing your trip within reach, from Food Network, Ted Allen. He joins us from Charleston, South Carolina. How you doing there, Ted?
Hey, I'm doing well. How are you?
Fantastic. I've heard great things about Charleston, and we'll get to that in just a second. But travel and leisure, they come together and often ranks Charleston as America's favorite city. Why is that?
I think it's because there's so much here to do. There's so much history. It's so beautiful. I mean, just walking around and looking at it's like being in France or something. There are homes here that were built 250, 300 years ago that are intact. And it's not like there's a fast food chain in between them. It's all just like a museum, a living museum.
Right. It's a little bit different experience from what you're used to, because you live in Brooklyn, right?
I do. I live in a landmarked historic part of Brooklyn, but my house is only 100 years old. Down here, there's some real American history here. The cradle of the Civil War.
Yeah,
fascinating city.
Looks beautiful down there. Okay, how can travelers financially make their dream vacation a reality? Because a lot of them just really think that dream vacation is not within reach.
You know, the #1 best suggestion I have for saving money on travel is to go in the off season, where hotel rates are often half what they are at high season. The places are less crowded. For example, I love to go to New Orleans in November, where it's starting to get cold in Omaha and starting to get cold in Indianapolis, where I grew up, and Brooklyn, where I live now. You can go to Positano and pay half what you pay during the high season. Another suggestion I have is I use the Bank of America Travel Rewards credit card, which pays 1.5 points for every dollar you spend during the rest of the year. And you can use those points not just for airline miles, but to defray your hotel costs, museum admissions. You can use it to take cruises, and that's a dramatic way to reduce your costs.
Yeah, you talked about museum admissions, and I know that things like travel and lodging, those costs can really add up. So do you have any budget-friendly activities to maybe keep in mind for those travelers on their dream vacation?
Yeah, sure, and it kind of dovetails with another suggestion I have about travel. I know a lot of us are a little shy when we're in a foreign country or a strange city, but if you can always talk to a waiter or a bartender or someone
Yes.
or a bellman, someone who's in the service business, and ask for insider secrets on places that they like to go that the tourists don't know about. And I'll give you one example here in Charleston. On Saturday, they have a farmer's market, and my bellman here at the Vindu told me, go to the farmer's market and get a banh mi sandwich, Vietnamese sandwich here in the heart of Dixie. It's one of the best bites I've had since I got here.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You got to talk to the locals about all that stuff. Okay, one thing, there's some mistakes to avoid as travelers as they're on their dream vacation. What do you recommend in that regard to avoid those mistakes?
One thing I try to do is try not to bite off more than you can chew. If you've got a week in, Thailand, you can't see the entire country. And in a way, I sort of like to focus on maybe Bangkok and Phuket. Or let's say you're in Montana. Beautiful. You're not going to be able to digest that in 1 week. Let me give you another suggestion. If you want a vacation that somebody else is going to pay for, which is the best of all, go to travelandleisure.com/dreamvacation. We're doing a sweepstakes where you could do best of the U.S., tour of Italy, or Caribbean beach vacation, and someone else pick up the tab.
I love it. I'm glad you got to that, because we're running out of time. I didn't get a lot of time to talk about that. But again, the website again, Ted?
It's travelandleisure.com/dreamvacation, and I wish you all the best of luck.
All right. Ted, thanks for the time this morning.
Great to be with you, sir.
All right. Mary, I'm going to send it over to you.